It's Leake Academy basketball part 2 on Saturday. Consolation round in the boys bracket for the MAIS 5A North tournament hosted by Simpson Academy. And the Leake Academy Rebels come in playing for the third place spot in the North 5A. And they're taking on the Heritage Patriots. Glad you're with us on Boswell Media Sports. We're coming to you on Cruising 98.3 WKOZ. And we're coming to you on the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel with video from Mendenhall. I've got Gavin White with us, Leake Academy's own Gavin White on the camera and helping us with production on site today. And we have steady as always Billy Steen in Boswell Media Sports Studios as our studio producer. Thanks for being with us. Got the girls bracket all set, taken care of in the 5A North tournament, and we'll start with talking about that. The Rebelettes played the opening game in today's session at 11, and they won that game pretty easily against Heritage, 56-40. The final. Leake secures third place, the 3 seed out of the North for next week's state tournament in Greenwood. Championship game just wrapped up here, and the home team, Simpson, had a dominating win over Pillow Academy, 49-33. So Pillow's girls under Coach Linda Deere, they have won district tournament, and they've won the North tournament, so they'll be the 1 seed out of the North. Leake's girls will play either Brookhaven or Copiah, depending on the outcome of that championship game. And I think, if I remember correctly, looking at schedules this morning, I think those games are starting later over at Central Hines, hosting the 5A South tournament. And, yeah, I think the 5A South tournament is being played further north than the 5A North tournament. But just let that get over into the corner of your brain. Don't let that bother you. Just the way it is, we've got a heavy concentration of teams in the south part of the state compared to the north. But we're playing third place here. Yesterday, the Rebels lost the semifinal game in a tight one, 48-45 to Magnolia Heights. Magnolia Heights advanced to the finals, which will be played around 3:15, 3:30 on this floor today. And Simpson, the home team, survived a scare from Heritage and won 37-34. So Heritage pushed a very good Simpson ball club to the limit in the final ball game in yesterday's session. And so it's going to be a challenge for Leake. Leake's going to face another ball club, which is going to be taller than they are, so they're going to give up some length down low. Leake's going to have to play their game well and find a way to get offensive rebounds, get some second chance points, because if they get dominated on the board and miss a lot of shots, it's going to be hard to keep up. Last night in the ball game, the loss against Magnolia Heights, freshman Samuel Prince continued his offensive performance for the season, finishing above his season average. He had 27 of the Rebels' 45 points, and that pushes his season average above 18 a game. No other Rebel got in double figures. Matthew Nowell had 6, Aiden Watkins had 6, and Jake Freeney 5. Ben Jackson 1 point. Free throw shooting hurt the Rebels in that tight ball game. Throughout the game, the Rebels struggled at the line and finished below, well, about 50%. I think just a little bit below as I'm looking at my score sheet. I didn't have time to total it up last night before I had to get out of the way, but things were pretty rough at the free throw line, and that will hurt you in a close ball game. But we're about to start in a minute or so. This is the Dr. David Henderson pregame. Coming up, we'll have starting lineups, which are presented by Baptist Medical Leake, and then in about 2 minutes, 3 minutes time, it'll be the T&K Farms Wood-Mizer tip-off. The Rebels are the visitors in today's game, and Heritage will be the home team in white. Leake's in the traveling Navy unis with the gray numbers and gray lettering. Leake across the front, everything trimmed in red. Heritage in white with red and royal blue trim. Patriots are coached by Zach Allison. They were the number 2 seed out of Division I. Let's see, I'm looking at Heritage girls, yeah. Heritage, the 2 seed. I'm going to say it right. Anyway, they played well. That's what I'll leave it with. I can look at my boys bracket. Here we go. Yes, Heritage was the 1 seed out of Division 1. So Simpson beat Heritage last night by 3, and Heritage plays Leake, Simpson, and Magnolia Heights for the tournament. It's been a long day, and these benches are hard. So sometimes it's hard to keep things straight, but it's time for the Baptist Medical League starting lineups. We'll see if there'll be any other festivities first. Here we go, Baptist Medical League starting lineups. Leake will put senior at 6'2", Aiden Watkins on the front line. And 5'10", senior Whit Welch. Lucas Thomas, 6-foot-tall junior. 5'4", junior Jake Freeney. And 5'11", freshman Samuel Prince. Watkins at 6'2", Welch at 5'10", Thomas at 6 tall, Freeney at 5'9", and Prince at 5'11". For Leake. Here are the Heritage boys starting lineups as something wasn't matching up with what I had seen, but here we go. We'll get it figured out. Senior Colin Adair. Senior 23 Trey Narr. Junior Spencer Singley. And 24 junior Jack Ketchum. So Ketchum, Narr, Singley, and who's the one I missed? Adair. That's still just 4. I'll catch up eventually. 14, Xavier Weber, freshman. So Prince, Watkins, Freeney, Harkins, and Thomas on the floor for LA. Here we go. Heritage controls the T&K Farms Woodmiser opening tip, and we're playing basketball. Heritage in white, moving left to right. And they'll work against man pressure from the, zone pressure. It looks like a 1-2-2 opening look for Coach Morgan's squad. Shot from the right side, halfway down and out for Trey Narr. Rebels get the rebound, come into the offensive half court and put it in the hands of Jack Harkins. Harkins bounces to Watkins out 5 feet behind the three-point line. Freeney comes out off a screen to the top. Now Thomas right side, looking inside, nothing there. His left wing pass to Harkins, 2 that's short. Rebound Weber for the Patriots. Into the corner, open look 3, too long from Ketchum. Lucas Thomas grabs the board. Rebels push, but Patriots do a good job getting back quickly on defense, and Jack Harkins will come out to the midcourt logo and set up some half-court offense. Prince at the top, gets around a defender going down the left lane line and gets called for the travel. No score, opening minute plus of today's ball game. First quarter is presented by Carthage Veterinary Clinic. Dribbling between the legs. Weber gets past Harkins. His floater in the lane from 6 feet out, no good. Rebound, last touch by Lucas Thomas of Leake. Heritage keeps it. And a little lob and score with 2 hands from Ketchum off the inbound pass. 2-0 Heritage. This is the consolation game of the boys bracket. The championship game follows this one. Magnolia Heights taking on Simpson, the home team. And Prince mishandles a pass on the right sideline, and it goes into the Patriots bench. Turnover gives it to Heritage. Opening minutes, 2-0. Heritage, the 1 seed out of the North. Leake, the 1 seed, out of District 1. Leake, the 1 seed out of District 2, and there's a 3 from the top. Put in by Xavier Weber. Rebels down 5-0. Pratt's free throw line out to Harkins. He's got an open three. A little bit off to the right, and foul called underneath going on Lucas Thomas. He was battling Nahr for the rebound. Rebels will show some full court pressure as Heritage and White brings it up full length of the floor. Weber guarded by Harkins on the midcourt logo. Calls out Ketchum out high. Goes to Nahr at the free throw line right. They shield Ketchum for a look at three. He passes it up, but then they dish it down on a nice bounce pass to a cutting Trey Nahr, who gets the easy two-hand put in from the left side. Timeout. Leake with 5:18, and they're down 7-0. Back in 30 on Boswell Media Sports.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Boswell Media Sports.
Philip Palmertree with you courtside in the region between McGee and Mendenhall. And they were very smart to put to put Simpson Academy right between here, the two rival towns, McGee and Mendenhall. That has been those two towns have had a deep-seated rivalry of each other down here at Simpson Academy. I understand that in the near future, in the public school ranks, McGee and Mendenhall are going to be merged in the near future. And that's just strange for a native Mississippian to think about. Rebels ball down 7-0, 5 minutes plus to go in the first quarter. Prince on the right wing ups a high pass down to Watkins, but he loses his balance, falls, saves it in, but right to a Patriot. They get it to Spencer Singley. He's bottled up on the baseline. Out to Weber, who goes to Ketchum, whose drive is left short. Good defense by the Rebels there. Rebound Thomas. It's it to Harkins. He backs out near midcourt. Holds up the fist. Goes hard on the right-hand dribble. Leaves it for Prince. Prince to Freeney behind him. They're weaving on the right side. Step back three. A little bit short from Prince. Rebound Weber on the baseline. Ahead to Colin Adair. Colin Adair going strong on Thomas. Misses. Offensive rebound offside. Missed. Tipped, but back out to Adair, and then the ball's knocked loose, picked up in the corner by Aiden Watkins for Leake. Leake still trying to get on the scoreboard. Harkins, left, right-hand dribble now out to the top. They'll work down to the left side, and in the corner, Prince to Freeney. Everything working behind the three-point line as we go into 4 minutes in the Carthage Vet Clinic first quarter. Left side, Harkins holding the ball over his head, but Watkins can't get position in the post. And then a tremendous fake from Prince. Got the defender to fall down, had the open three, but left it short. But the Rebels keep it as Jack Ketchum could not corral the rebound. Timeout with 3:43 to go. Rebels still down 7-0. We'll be back in 30 here on Cruisin' 98.
The Junction and Prince Oil Fuel Champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel with people who are invested in your community. 60 years of fueling Central Mississippi and champions like Leake Academy. Locations are all over Mississippi. Carthage, Florida.
And that wasn't a timeout. We come back from the action. A steal on the inbound pass. Weber trying to go hard to the rim. Gets fouled by Leake. First foul of the ball game. I think it's going to be on, is it on Jackson? Nope, going to be on Matthew Nowell, who just came into the game. Second foul for Leake. 3:39 to go. Xavier Weber at the line makes the first free throw. He's got 4 points. When you see the name Xavier, some people pronounce it Xavier and some people Xavier, but I'll tell you, well, the second free throw goes in. His is spelled with an X and then a Z, Xavier. So I think you can infer it's supposed to be Xavier. So anyway, it's 9-0 after that lesson in pronunciation of names. Nowell on the dribble. Hands it out to Trey Clark. Gives it back to Nowell, who'll come out deep right away from the basket. Calls out Whit Welch. Welch left side to Tate Edwards. Now Ben Jackson. It's a whole different five in the ball game for the Rebels after what I thought was the timeout. Then the ball was mishandled on the side. Aggressive defense by Wyatt Barnes of Heritage forced Trey Clark to bobble the ball, and then it went off his hands and out of bounds. Heritage dominant here in this first quarter. Luke Fisher in the ball game as well, guarded by Jackson. So is Lane Goodman. To the top, left side Goodman. Leaves it for Ketchum. Now to Weber, guarded by Nowell. He puts a little crossover fake, sends the pass right side to Goodman. Then Tate Edwards deflects pass to the wing out of bounds. 2:42 to go, first quarter. Leake down 9-0. Sent out deep to the back to Weber. He'll wipe some sweat off his brow with his jersey. Dribble between the legs. Dish it at the left elbow. Out for an open look three that goes halfway down and out for Barnes. Rebound Whit Welch for Leake. Sophomore Matthew Nowell handles the ball on the right side. Comes around a screen. One from Jackson, one from Welch. Now they have Welch open at the top. He bluffs the three. Still keeps the ball. Now dribbles. Sends it out to Edwards on the wing. Back out to Nowell. Looks back to Coach Morgan as we get down under 2 minutes, 4 seconds to play in the quarter. Rebels trying to get the 0 off the scoreboard. Three from the right side, a little bit off to the left on Welch. Rebound Lane Goodman for Heritage. Patriots coming the other way. Weber dish back from the free throw line. Then the dump down pass deflected by Welch, stolen by Nowell. He's going to go full speed, step through, put it off the window and score it. Matthew Nowell breaks the drought at the 1:33 mark of the first quarter, and it's 9-2. Rebels playing hard on defense, but have not looked good on offense so far. Handling it out high is Fisher, guarded by Jackson. Over to Weber, around the Fisher screen. No give and go there, and they'll call a push on Ben Jackson. His first, team's third. 1:12 to go in the Carthage Vet Clinic first quarter. Heritage inbounds in front of the Leake bench. Weber goes left side to Goodman, who dribbles once, drags the foot, no call. They reverse it left to right. Goodman, free throw line. Wyatt out to Weber on the right wing, guarded by Welch. Fisher, good ball movement from Heritage on this possession, but ball stripped away. Stripped that time by Nowell, but Welch gets credit for the steal. Over to Clark. He looks at the three, then sends it back to Nowell. 39 seconds to play in the quarter. Steal on a lazy pass at the top. Easy run out, right hand. Put it. Oh, he missed it. Goodman missed it. The Rebels get the rebound. Get to reset with under 30 to play in the quarter. Trailing by just 7. Baseline look. Clark can't handle the pass in the interior. He'd slipped past his defender, but then couldn't handle the hot pass from Jackson. 12 seconds. And the Patriots surely will be holding for the last shot here. There's a steal. Nowell at the top, going up on Fisher. Puts up a floater, and there'll be a foul called against Heritage. Goes on Luke Fisher. Heritage first foul. Clark out and Prince in. 3.6 seconds to play in the quarter. Leake will inbound it right of the bucket. Heritage playing man on the inbound. They go to Welch on the baseline underneath Edwards. He's pinned in. Clock's going to expire at the end of the quarter, and it's 9-2 after one quarter. Back in 60 seconds as Leake Academy playoff basketball continues from Boswell Media Sports.
At Webb Law Firm, we can provide legal assistance or advice to you for any legal matter, personal injury, auto accident, insurance matters, workers' comp, divorce, or real estate. Attorney Jeff Webb and paralegal Alicia Manuel of Webb Law Firm are ready to assist you. Call our office today to discuss your case or legal matter at no charge. 601-267-9762. Or stop by our office at 203 South Pearl Street. Webb Law Firm in Carthage. Ready to assist you.
Sometimes life gets a little rough, and when it does, performance therapy is focused on highly individualized care. Owner Dan Young says no two people respond the same way to any form of treatment or intervention. No injury is the same, and no single treatment works across the board. Their therapists help people regain their physical function and mobility. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, stroke, orthopedic surgery, or you're suffering from chronic neck or back pain, they can help. Performance therapy. Philadelphia, Carthage, Canton, Brandon, Gluckstadt, McGee, Florence, Raymond, Pelahatchie, and Wiggins.
Boswell Media Sports.
Let's start the second quarter. That's presented to you by Welch Forest Products. Heritage 9, League 2 in the 5A North Boys Consolation game. Jack Harkins with Welch, Aiden Watkins, Jake Freeney, and Samuel Prince in Navy for Leake. Rebel basketball. They run some weave at the top. Drive right lane line. Goes straight in off the right hand for Whit Welch. Rebels trail by 5 now. Weber across the timeline, picked up by Harkins. Give to Trey Nahr. Back to Weber, around a Nahr screen. Open look left side. Colin Adair's three is nothing but net. 12-4. Welch between the circles, bluffs the pass left side. Now dribbles once, gives it to Prince. Back out to the top to Harkins near midcourt. Coach Morgan changes the set. Watkins to Freeney. Freeney behind the three-point line, guarded by Weber. Welch gets the pass from Freeney. His three, horseshoes out, tipped around, controlled by Jack Ketchum for Heritage. The Patriots come the other way, try a little pick and roll play, but the Rebels deny it. Ball comes back out for a Ketchum three that's short off the front of the rim. Rebound off the bounce, Freeney. Freeney left hands it into the front court. Back out top to Welch, now to the point guard Harkins, and we'll reset, 6:34 to go. Rebels trail 12-4. Steal by Adair, and he's out ahead. Welch challenging him, but it's a right-hand lay-in. Coach Morgan calls for a 30-second timeout with 6:22 to go, and his team down 14-4. Back after this with more Leake basketball.
The Junction and Prince Oil Fuel Champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel with people who are invested in your community. 60 years of fueling Central Mississippi and champions like Leake Academy. Locations are all over Mississippi: Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Ridgeland, Scuba, Louisville, Newton, and Union. They also do catering.
So be sure to put some Junction in your next function.
It's the Junction and Prince Oil.
Boswell Media Sports.
And we return to action at Simpson Academy. Heritage leads Leake 14-4, 6:22 to go, second quarter. Leake's girls won in the opening game that tipped off at 11. They had a 16-point win over Heritage to get the third place spot. Leake in the offensive half court. Freeney looking for somewhere to go. Calls out Harkins deep to the right, and there's a whistle away from the ball. Something on the floor in the paint. Penny somehow made its way out into the middle of the lane. Won't speculate how that happened. But anyway, here we go. We'll replay it at 6:05 to go in the second quarter. Harkins around a screen from Watkins, flashing down, covered up, bring it back to Prince at midcourt. Now he goes right, left. Going to call a foul on Heritage, go against Adair, his first. Both teams with, let's see, 2 fouls for Heritage, 3 now for Leake. Leake plays it with Prince, guarded by Adair. Steps right, rises up for 3, and it's good. A junction 3 for Samuel Prince. First Rebel 3 makes it 14-7. Touchdown lead for Heritage. Drive, foul called, is going to go against Aiden Watkins. Spencer Singley went at the 10 from the right side and got the foul. Aiden Watkins was setting up trying to get the charge called, but he didn't get set in time. Here's Singley, first free throw, 2 deep. Trey Clark and also Lucas Thomas come in for Welch and for Prince. Just over 5.5 minutes to play. Second free throw off the mark as well. Rebound Watkins for the Rebels. Harkins pushing it into play. Now he steps back. Looks at it from the left corner. Comes across right side inside the arc into the paint. Bounce pass back to Freeney. Freeney between the legs. Now the dribble back out to Harkins. Rebels trail 14-7. Trey Clark between the circles. Work it left wing, Thomas. Thomas holding it up over his head, looking for Aiden Watkins, who gets it. Now hand off to Freeney. Trap comes out there. He uses up the dribble, needs some help. Harkins will have to come out near midcourt to help him out. Rebels slowing it down. Trying to eat into a 7-point deficit. Turnaround, shot way off the mark from Watkins, but Thomas in good position. He gets the offensive rebound, gets fouled, trying to stick it back with the right hand. See who the foul goes on Ketchum. Lucas Thomas shooting free throws. He was 0 for 2 last night from the line. Makes the first one. (14-8). Luke Fisher into the ball game for the Patriots. He'll give Singley a breather. Thomas 2 for 2. Good looking free throws for the junior. 14-9 Patriots, 4.5 minutes to go in the Welch Forest Products second quarter. Rebels stay in man on the defensive end. Ketchum working on Thomas, muscling his way through, steps through, gets fouled, will get to shoot 2 free throws. Foul goes on Aiden Watkins, his second. Jack Ketchum with 2 points. And that one missed badly to the right side. He looks at his hand like a baseball player looks at his glove, and infielder when the ball goes through between his legs. Like, am I missing a finger or something? There he goes. He makes the correction on the second. It's 15-9. Nowell on the dribble. Around a couple of screens to the left side, follows the arc. Back right side, Lucas Thomas, he's going to fire for 3, and the bank is open. Backboard, front rim, and in. Junction 3 from an unlikely source, Lucas Thomas. Makes it a 3-point game. The lead's cut in half. As we go under 4 minutes to play in the second. Weber, the top. Rebels seem to have a little defensive juice. Runner missed from in front of the free throw line. Rebound Thomas. Here come the Rebels. Clark out to Nowell. And they'll slow down, set it up. They want it. Trey Clark along the right sideline to Ben Jackson. Keeps the dribble, top of the key, now goes to Clark. Jackson trying to set up. He's on the right lane line, about 12 feet from the basket. And they'll get a foul on Heritage. They'll say Nahr was just too active coming up the backside of Jackson. Commits the foul, his first, the team's fourth. Welch, Edwards, and Prince off the bench now to replace Freeney, Thomas, and Clark. Tate Edwards, the trigger man on the end line. Into the baseline, right side. Jackson feeds Prince, whose runner swirls off the rim, no good. They had the look off the inbound play, but Prince couldn't get the finish. Rebels still trail by 3. Here's a hard drive from Adair. He's leveled off. Puts it on the baseline to Ketchum. Out to the top, Weber. Tate Edwards guarding Adair between the circles. Now he needs some help. Gets Ketchum out far on the right side to Weber. He's going to dribble in, draw some attention, kick out left side for a three that's good from Adair. And a foul called underneath. Going to be against Nahr, I think. So they're going to count the basket. They're not going to count the basket. Second on Nahr. Said he hooked Ben Jackson down there. No, they will count the three. That happened after the shot went up. Adair's got a pair of threes. Now the officials are talking about it. Clock is stopped with 2:48 to play. They're confirming, is the shot good? They're confirming that it is. They will go in. So the lead back out at 6 for the Patriots. Stay with us for the Wendy's halftime, and we'll talk about the brackets. What's ahead for the Rebels next week? Right side Nowell into the corner to Ben Jackson to the top. Edwards left open for three. He might as well shoot it. Off the heel, no good. Luke Fisher comes over the side of Jackson. And did he commit the foul or just knock it out of bounds? He just knocked it out of bounds. Leake will keep it. Edwards over to Welch for a three that's on the way short. Rebound comes high off the rim, taken by Jack Ketchum. Patriots, Adair being really bothered by Nowell, comes across the timeline on a nifty move. Puts it to Weber. Weber driving baseline, crashes into Jackson. Ball comes loose. Jackson takes the ball. Nowell down there has three Patriots around him, and they knock it away from him. Ketchum retrieves it in the corner, and there's an injured player down in the baseline out of bounds area. It's Adair, and time is called in his behalf with 2:06 to play. Now he's up, but now he's back down in a seated position. We'll count this a 30-second timeout unless, nope, he's up right now, so he'll be able to get up off the floor. 2 minutes, 6 seconds to play before halftime. Leake scored only 2 points in the first quarter, but they've found a little offensive groove and trail it 18-12. They've been as close as 3 in this quarter. It should be Rebel basketball. Well, I say it should be, it's not. Guess it was off of Leake. 18-12 the score, 2 minutes to go before halftime, and here's Weber. Dribbling, goes right side to Wyatt Barnes, who's then flashes open in the lane underneath and scores from the left side. Big, tall, long arms for Wyatt Barnes. Gets his first 2, and the lead's out to 8. He needs an answer here in the closing minutes of the second quarter. Prince at the top. Floater from 8 feet away, off the right side of the rim, no good. Wyatt with a rebound. Right side, Ketchum, guarded by Prince. Now between the circles to Weber, and he'll look back at Coach Zach Allison and reset things with 1:20 to play in today's second quarter. Ketchum in some traffic, middle of the lane, kicks it out right side, now to the top. Weber three, straight down and good. Second three ball for Weber. Now it's an 11-point lead. Heritage has their largest lead of the ball game. Under a minute to play. Halftime coming up. Pass out on the right side. Prince gets it in a situation that was nearly a turnover. Out to Nowell. Nowell takes a left-hand dribble. Side uses a Jackson screen. Comes to the top. Has 2 men on him. Somebody's open. Somebody just flopped. Prince has it right side. He's going to find Welch open. He's going to put the three in the air and miss it way short. And scoop underneath. Offensive board and nifty move underneath for Ben Jackson for the 2. At the other end, Nowell's going to commit a foul. Second on Nowell, 6th team foul, 23 seconds to go, 23-14. It would be great for Leake to get one more chance at taking a bite out of that lead. Right-hand dribble into the front court. Catch him deep wide left. Trap on him. He's in trouble. And timeout called by Heritage. We'll take that one with him. Even though there's just 11 seconds to go, we'll be in the quarter. We'll be back 23-14 here on Boswell Media Sports.
The Junction and Prince Oil Fuel Champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel with people who are invested in your community. 60 years of fueling Central Mississippi and champions like Leake Academy. Locations are all over Mississippi. Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Ridgeland, Scuba, Louisville, Newton, and Union. They also do catering.
So be sure to put some junction in your next function.
It's the Junction and Prince Oil.
Boswell Media Sports.
Here we go, Heritage basketball at midcourt, leading by 9 in the boys' consolation game. This is the North tournament, so the 4 teams that made it to the semifinals have punched their ticket to get to next week's 5A state tournament hosted by Pillow Academy. The girls will be the 3 seed out of the North. Simpson, the 1 seed. Pillow, the 2. Time runs out as Fisher turned around, tried to fire one from the free throw line at the buzzer, and we're at 23-14 at the intermission. League trails it by 9. We've got Wendy's halftime coming up after we step aside for another break here on Boswell Media Sports.
Moore's Pharmacy always looks forward to seeing their customers, and they provide 4 locations for you: Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. They also provide services to make your life easier, such as the flavored medicine machine for your children, Pack My Meds, hormone replacement therapy, and compounding. They also take most insurances. Moore's Pharmacy, Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. Always the shortest wait time, fastest service, and lowest prices because they will price match for you. Follow them on Facebook. Moore's Pharmacy, your family hometown pharmacy.
Go Leake! Supporting all of our Rebels and Rebelettes this basketball season until the very end. We are so proud of you all and the heart you play with. Good sportsmanship and integrity on and off the court is to be recognized, and we are behind you all the way. Let's go LA! Schedule an appointment with us at 601-656-3366. 601-656-3366. Good luck from Craig and Amy Martin and all the crew at Craig Martin General Dentistry, Philadelphia.
If you want to get the best in sportswear and gear, check out In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, offers screen printing with personalized jerseys, T-shirts, and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports also has customizable vinyl gear for spring sports like baseball and softball, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Get ready for this sports season with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Your kid's graduation, we were there. Your summer barbecue, we were there. That Christmas you burnt the 2 hours after the storm hit, you bet we were there. At South Group Cox Agency, we provide the coverage you can count on when you don't need us, and those times that you do. Coverage that's always there. South Group Cox Agency.
The Junction and Prince Oil Fuel Champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel with people who are invested in your community. 60 years of fueling Central Mississippi and champions like Leake Academy. Locations are all over Mississippi. Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Ridgeland, Scuba, Louisville, Newton, and Union. They also do catering.
So be sure to put some junction in your next function.
It's the Junction and Prince Oil.
Sometimes life gets a little rough, and when it does, performance therapy is focused on highly individualized care. Owner Dan Young says no 2 people respond the same way to any form of treatment or intervention. No injury is the same, and no single treatment works across the board. Their therapists help people regain their physical function and mobility. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, stroke, orthopedic surgery, or you're suffering from chronic neck or back pain, they can help. Performance therapy. Philadelphia, Carthage, Canton, Brandon, Gluckstadt, McGee, Florence, Raymond, Pelahatchie, and Wiggins.
Take it from me, you're going to want to shop around and experience everything that Ozark Ag has to offer. I mean, after all, their language is poultry. So that means they're going to carry all the hardware, materials, and power tools you'll need when it's time to get to work. Plus, they also carry hunting and fishing supplies when it's time to kick back. Take it from me, I guarantee you're going to love Ozark Ag. Ozark Ag, located right where Joyner Building Supply used to be on Highway 16 in Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
It's Wendy's halftime. Be sure to Go by Wendy's. Sample that breakfast menu if you haven't done that. Love those seasoned potatoes at Wendy's. Leake trails 23-14 in the MAIS 5A North consolation game against Heritage. Leake girls defeated the Heritage girls in the opening ball game, girls consolation game. Final margin for Coach Amanda Hatch's ball club, and then Simpson had a double-digit win over Pillow to get the girls' championship. So that means from the north side of 5A in next week's state tournament, it'll be Pillow the 1 seed for the girls. Pillow will be the 2, Simpson the 1, Leake the 3, and Heritage the 4. This first half, 8 points for Xavier Weber and 8 for Colin Adair to lead Heritage in scoring. For Leake, Lucas Thomas is the leading scorer. He's made a junction 3 and 2 out of 2 free throws. Then 3 for Samuel Prince off a second quarter junction 3. And then one made basket each for Matthew Nowell, Whit Welch, and Ben Jackson for 2. Aiden Watkins, Tate Edwards, Jack Harkins, and Trey Clark each played in the first half but didn't score for Leake. Leake's boys also trying to get that 3 seed. So one of these teams will be the 3, one will be the 4 next week in Greenwood on the boys' side, and then Magnolia Heights or Simpson will be the 1 or the 2. The quarterfinal games will be played Tuesday and Wednesday, and we'll find out probably before we go to bed tonight what the bracket's going to look like and what day the League girls and boys are going to play on, and they'll surely play the same day at times pretty close to each other, if not directly back-to-back, and we'll bring you those games here on Boswell Media Sports. We'll either be on Cruiser 98 for the radio. Sometimes we get kicked over to Kicks 9-6 because of East Central Community College basketball or softball or baseball. All that's going on right now. So we'll keep you up to date. Check the Leake Academy social media accounts for updates and brackets, and we'll try to post them as well at kicks96news.com. Wendy's halftime rolling on, and we'll take another break. Get you the opportunity to hear from our wonderful sponsors, and then we'll have third quarter action coming up with Leake trailing Heritage 23-14 at halftime. Stay with us as Leake Academy basketball continues from Boswell Media Sports.
T&K Farms Wood-Mizer is Mississippi's Wood-Mizer sawmill equipment dealership. T&K Farms Wood-Mizer sells the complete Wood-Mizer equipment line from small personal sawmills to the industrial equipment lineup. T&K Farms stocks parts and has experienced factory-trained service technicians with both in-shop and mobile service available. See T&K Farms Wood-Mizer to start your sawmill business today. Credit cards are accepted for all services. Like them on Facebook. T&K Farms Wood-Mizer, just off Highway 25 at 1128 Liberty Road, Louisville, 662-803-4332. The Junction and Prince Oil Fuel Champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel with people who are invested in your community. 60 years of fueling Central Mississippi and champions like Leake Academy. Locations are all over Mississippi. Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Ridgeland, Scuba, Louisville, Newton, and Union. They also do catering.
So be sure to put some Junction in your next function.
It's the Junction and Prince Oil.
Go Leake! Supporting all of our Rebels and Rebelettes this basketball season until the very end. We are so proud of you all and the heart you play with. Good sportsmanship and integrity on and off the court is to be recognized, and we are behind you all the way. Let's go LA! Schedule an appointment with us at 601-656-3366. 601-656-3366. Good luck from Craig and Amy Martin and all the crew at Craig Martin General Dentistry, Philadelphia.
If spending days looking for top dollar for your timber has left you feeling like you're barking up the wrong tree, then I would listen closely. Welch Forest Products in Union does it better than anyone and with the least possible damage to your property. Whether it's management, forestry care, pine plantation, thinning, or site prep, the last number you'll dial is 601-774-8200. They buy land with or without timber too. Call Bo Welch now at Welch Forest Products today. 601-774-8200.
Boswell Media Sports.
Just in time to start the third quarter. Heritage basketball leading the Rebels 23-14. They get an open look for Nar on the right side. He pump fakes, gets the defender off his feet, then scores it off the glass from 4 feet away. The lead is 11, 25-14. And Leake's going to play, Heritage going to play it inbounds. Or play it in the half court, I should say. I was trying to adjust myself to keep so many people from walking in front of me here at the top of the bleachers. Here's Ketchum feeding Nar on a lob pass down in the lane, and he scores it. Good assist from Ketchum, score from Nar. And it's 27-14. Rebels need some offensive answer in a hurry. Harkins around the top. Nar getting through the screen, making the steal, getting the run out at the other end, and it's 3 quick baskets by Trey Nar, and now it's 29-14. Timeout. Coach Morgan will confirm the length of it. 1 minute deep into the half. It's a full timeout. We'll be back in 60 on Boswell Media Sports.
Your kid's graduation, we were there. Your summer barbecue, we were there. That Christmas you burnt the turkey. Yep, we were there. 2 hours after the storm hit, you bet we were there. At South Group Cox Agency, we provide the coverage you can count on when you don't need us, and those times that you do. Coverage that's always there. South Group Cox Agency.
Moore's Pharmacy always looks forward to seeing their customers, and they provide 4 locations for you: Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. They also provide services to make your life easier, such as the flavored medicine machine for your children, Pack My Meds, hormone replacement therapy, and compounding. They also take most insurances. Moore's Pharmacy, Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. Always the shortest wait time, fastest service, and lowest prices because they will price match for you. Follow them on Facebook. Moore's Pharmacy, your family hometown pharmacy.
Boswell Media Sports.
Heritage has ripped off a 6-0 run to start the third quarter. The Rebels trying to regroup. They have to fight their way back from a 29-14 deficit early third quarter. Third quarter presented by the Guitar Academy in Kosciuszko. Jack Harkins on the left side. High screen from Jackson. Nothing on the roll. Comes right side to Prince, down in the blocks, back to the basket. Jackson out to Harkins right side. He sends it across for an open look for Whit Welch. That's good from 3. Whit with a junction 3. The Rebels need some of that instant offense. 29-17. Adair right side to Weber, guarded by Jack Harkins. Left-hand dribble goes to Ketchum at the top, working on Welch. Dishes to Nar. Nar pushes through right baseline and scores it from the right side. 8 points, all off the hands of Trey Nar. He's an outstanding wide receiver for Heritage. And he anticipates another steal, gets it ahead. Nar making it 10 points here in the third quarter. 33-17. Ben Jackson muscles in for position in the low post and gets a 2 from the right side. He's got 2 buckets in the game. 33-19. Clock ticking, 5:32 to play in the third quarter. Adair to Singley at the top. Bounces to Nar, guarded by Jackson. Hands it to Weber. Weber hesitates. Gets an open look for Ketchum. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound right baseline, Ben Jackson for LA. Harkins goes into the set. Right side, he's guarded by Singley. Right baseline, Jackson. They find Welch outside, his 3 off the heel, no good. Nar going up high to get the rebound. Heritage offensively, open look. Ketchum wants the 3. It bounces out on him. Rebound, Jack Harkins for Leake. He works middle of the floor, lets everybody get to their spot. Heritage staying man, pressure. Prince feeds Jackson, then coming on a backdoor cut was Prince, and he scores from 6 feet away. 5 for Samuel Prince, 33-21, 4:20 to play, third quarter. Here's Weber. Finding Singley on the right side, out to Ketchum. Ketchum driving, scores the basket. He'll get to shoot a free throw. I think Freeney got him. It's Jake's first foul, team's first of the half. Ketchum will try to get the and one to go down here. Jackson, Freeney, Welch come to the bench, and Thomas, Sam Evans, and Matthew Nowell come in. One free throw here is good. It's 34-21. Leake trying to fight back from 13 down. Nowell left side around a Thomas screen. Gets it out to him in front of the three-point line. Now sends it back. Nowell getting directions from Coach Morgan. Comes left side, print screen. Bounces it to him. Double team comes. He's going to spin. Now cut off. Out to Freeney. Open three. A little too long, but offensive rebound. Thomas, he gets it right back to Freeney quickly. Freeney will come out to the right side away from the basket to Matthew Nowell, a sophomore, puts it on a right-hand dribble. Rebels trail 34-21. We play mid-range two off the right side of the rim, missed by Freeney. Rebound, Ketchum for Heritage. Long pass ahead to Fisher. And Fisher, nowhere to go in the lane, sends it back out to the top. Now gets it left baseline. Reverses right side, Adair. Comes to the right elbow, out to the top, Ketchum. Ketchum knifes through, gets fouled, scores the basket. Quick move from Ketchum. Caught the Rebels a little flat-footed defensively. The foul's going on Lucas Thomas. He's committed 2. 3 Rebels have 2 fouls, Thomas, Nowell, and Watkins. Nobody with 3. 3-point play unsuccessful. Lucas Thomas clears the rebound for the Rebels. The score 36-21. And a pass intended for Sam Evans. He didn't know it was intended for him. He pulled his hands back and it nearly went out of bounds, but it was saved by Nowell. Thomas on the left wing, looking inside. Fisher up on him. Sam Evans between the circles. Right sideline. Edwards to Nowell, who just had to get up off the floor. He got bulldozed about 14 feet away from the basket. Nowell left side, loses the basketball. Steal for Ketchum. Patriots come the other way. 2:07 to play third quarter. Fisher cutting the basket left side, challenged by Evans. Can't get the shot to go down from point blank range, and Thomas cleans the glass for Leake. 1:51, clock ticking. The Rebels down 15. Sam Evans, right baseline. Back to Nowell at the head. He dribbles around left side. They're going to look for good shots. There's Nowell driving left baseline, challenging Ketchum, and they'll whistle Ketchum, I think, for the foul. They will. It's his second. Only 2 Patriots have 2 fouls. Nobody in any considerable foul trouble as we have 90 seconds to go in the Guitar Academy third quarter. We'll see Matthew Nowell at the free throw line. He has 2 points off a made shot. First one jostles in. Sam Evans out and Aiden Watkins in. But Welch comes in to replace Thomas. Nowell launches it and makes it. 4 points for Nowell. Rebels need another stop. Late in the quarter, Prince working on the big man Ketchum. He handles the ball nicely, does Ketchum. Gets it to Xavier Weber. Right side, Nahr. Working around the perimeter. Adair guarded by Edwards. Screened look for Ketchum 3 that's off the front of the rim, no good, and a late whistle. Looks like they're going to get Aiden Watkins for a push down low. That's 3 on Aiden. Team's third. Heritage will play it in with 67 seconds to go in the Guitar Academy third quarter. 3, right corner, left, a little bit to the left by Xavier Weber. Fisher saves it in with a pass to the top, stolen by Prince. He's going to get an easy run out and lays it in with the right hand for his 7th point. 52 seconds to play in the quarter. Leake trails by 11. Be a nice boost to get that back down to single digits. Runner by Weber, no good. Put back missed by Nahr. Rebound Leake. Edwards coming the other way to Welch with 35 seconds. Nowell's got an opening. He goes up high off the window and scores it. Score the 2 for Nowell. Could have been a foul called on that one, but it's a 9-point game. 24 seconds to play in the quarter. Adair across the midcourt logo. Going to Fisher, deep wide right, and Welch swats it away, tries to save it in, but it goes to Weber. 11 seconds. The Patriots still have the ball. Weber guarded by Nowell. Got a little push off. And now they go in the corner. Adair for 3 before the buzzer, and he makes it. It's going to count. Double figures for Colin Adair, and the 39-27 is the score after Leake gives up the 3 at the buzzer. 8 minutes to go. We'll be back in 60 as Leake Academy playoff basketball continues.
Dr. David Henderson is a former Rebel and has been a proud supporter of Leake Academy for many years. He would like to take this opportunity to give the Rebels a huge shout out. Dr. Henderson serves Carthage and the surrounding areas. New patients are always welcome, and they will work with you and your schedule to make it easy. Go get 'em, Rebels! From Dr. David Henderson and his staff. Dr. David Henderson Dental Clinic, Court Square, Carthage.
If you want to get the best in sportswear and gear, check out In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, offers screen printing with personalized jerseys, t-shirts, and fanwear to support your favorite team. In Sports also has customizable vinyl gear for spring sports like baseball and softball, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Get ready for this sports season with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
Fourth quarter starting at the boys' consolation game in the North Tournament. Setting up for next week's state championship 5A tournament at Pillow Academy. Rebel basketball, Watkins, Edwards, Welch, Nowell, Clark on the floor for Leake and Navy. In the lane, Nowell looking for somewhere to go. He nearly traveled, finds Clark open, and Clark shovels it back as Nowell working the point, puts it on the dribble, angles left, calls out Clark. He'll turn, fire from 3, airball it. Welch and the basketball nearly crashed into the student section. Welch was able to put his right foot down and keep from landing on top of somebody's cell phone over there. Students are over there staring at their cell phones mostly. It's a lot of people do. 7:37. Deep football pass caught by Singley. Shovels it to Nahr, who goes strong to the rim and scores it. Trey Nahr with 14 points, 12 since intermission. He puts the Patriots up 41-27 on the Rebels. Waden Watkins at the top, hands it to Trey Clark. Comes around the screen, dumps it. A little high pass to Watkins. There's contact in the lane. Adair guilty of the foul on Watkins. 2 on Colin Adair, team's third, so neither team in the bonus. Both teams with fouls to give. Prince comes in and gives Clark the breather. 7:10 to play. Heritage looks like they're going to go man on the inbound play. Officials talking about a wet spot on the floor, and Coach Morgan handy with the towel. Both the official and Trey Nahr had experienced some slippery footing just left of the basket. Floor wiped up. Here's Tate Edwards ready to trigger the ball in. Oh, and a nice feed into Watkins, who got position left side and gets the easy put in. First bucket for Aiden Watkins as we start the fourth quarter. 41-29 the score. Leake needing to get some points in a hurry. There's a three from Adair, left wing, no good. Tipped around, saved inbounds by Nahr. Nahr tries to flip it out to Adair, who saves it on the left sideline. And they send it to the top, deep wide right. Trey Ketchum. Pass in the middle, picked off by Watkins. Here come the Rebels. They'll set up and run a half-court set. Howell finds Watkins driving, left, right hand put in, won't go, and then crashing hard to the floor on his back is Samuel Prince, and the back of his head hit the floor as well. Foul's going to be on Heritage. First one on Singley. Officials coming over to talk to Samuel Prince, who's got his head dropped. That sure didn't feel good. I think he's going to stay in the game. 6:25 to go. The fourth quarter is presented by Smith & Smith Attorneys. Hope you're enjoying today's game via video or audio, and that's coming to you on the Mela Weber Next Door Insurance audio video feed. Fall away two from Welch off the inbound, no good. Rebound ripped away by Nahr. He and Welch were battling for the rebound. Ketchum gives it to Fisher. Fisher back into the corner to Ketchum, guarded by Edwards. Now he turns loose. Help comes. Hook shot too hard off the glass, and then it's batted over the end line. Last touched by the Patriots. So Leake coming up, trailing by 12, under 6 to play. Nowell, double team comes, finds a cutting Edwards underneath the basket, flips it out to Welch behind the three-point line right side. But now Fisher stops him from getting forward, gives it to Prince, and then the ball takes a funny bounce on him. He recovers it at the top and sends it out to Nowell. Not a pretty set there. 15 feet out. Watkins feeds Welch for a three, and it's too deep. Rebound Singley for the Patriots. Leake's had a couple of empty trips. Weber and Nowell, that's just an out-and-out push-off away from the basket, not called. And now they're going to say we go the other way. I don't know if that was a 5-second call. So it's Leake basketball. Three goes down for Samuel Prince. Junction three, second one of the afternoon, and that's timeout with 5:05 to go. Leake's back to within 9, 41-32. Back in 30 on Boswell Media Sports.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Boswell Media Sports.
Okay, I got the clarification. What happened at turning the ball over to Leake, the official did call about the fourth time the forearm push-off on Xavier Weber, and that's his first foul, team's third. So that's how Leake ended up with a basketball. Oh, it was a 5-second, okay. See, just listen to Gavin. It was a 5-second call. Not keeping the ball back near midcourt too long when you're guarded. It was a 5-second call. Okay. I had two different opinions. The folks on my right said it was a forearm push because it certainly could have been called, but then Gavin overrules them with the 5-second call. I didn't see the foul go up on the board, so it's 41-32, Heritage basketball. Leake showing some trapping pressure in the backcourt. They get it across the timeline to Ketchum. And Welch guarding him in the corner, Singley. Go out to Fisher at the top, guarded by Prince. Heritage content to run some clock here in the fourth quarter, middle stages of it. Fourth quarter presented by Smith & Smith Attorneys. Nahr guarded by Watkins. Ketchum. They'll get Welch trying to reach up high and dislodge the ball from the grip of Ketchum. Witt's first personal. Team's fourth. Singley will come out of the ball game, and let's see who came in for him. Looks like Nahr. He just had a brief breather on the bench. Xavier Weber handles the ball now, and now picking him up at midcourt. Trap on the right side. Timeout, Coach Zach Allison with 4:18 to go. Leake trailing 41-32. We'll confirm the length of the timeout. And it's going to be a short one. We'll be back in 30 here on Boswell Media Sports.
Dr. David Henderson is a former Rebel and has been a proud supporter of Leake Academy for many years. He would like to take this opportunity to give the Rebels a huge shout out. Dr. Henderson serves Carthage and the surrounding areas. New patients are always welcome, and they will work with you and your schedule to make it easy. Go get them, Rebels! From Dr. David Henderson and his staff. Dr. David Henderson Dental Clinic, Court Square, Carthage.
If you want
Coming out of the short timeout, Leake trails Heritage 41-32 in the consolation game. Lucas Thomas has checked in, so has Jake Freeney. Join Watkins and Prince and Nowell on the floor for Leake. Heritage basketball, leading by 9. LA needing to stop. Heritage obviously trying to spread the floor, drain some clock, eliminate the number of possessions Leake would have to come back from as many as a dozen. They just work it left to right, right to left, out away, holding it, playing keep away. And they go down in the right post. Fisher, he gets covered up, sends it back out to Ketchum. Goes left side, Adair. 3.5 minutes to go as Heritage works the clock. Leake playing trap out against the ball. They come out and they get the quick foul on Freeney. I've got Freeney with 2. Now Welch comes out, so does Nowell, so does Thomas. They send in Jack Harkins. Prince, Welch, Harkins, Freeney, Prince. Right side, Luke Fisher nearly mishandled the basketball. Goes to Weber in the corner, and they'll get a blocking foul called against Jack Harkins of Leake. That's his first and the team's 6th. 3:09 to go in the Smith & Smith Attorneys' fourth quarter. And Prince steals the inbound pass. Coming hard, spins away from a defender, goes up with a nifty shot with his back to the basket, flips it back up with his right hand for 2. 7-point game under 3 minutes to play, and Leake picking up the defensive pressure in midcourt. Adair finding Nahr wide open underneath, and he scores. The Rebels had extended the defense on the ball pressure, and Nahr got behind them, got the easy 2. Prince, right side. He's stopped mid-range, sends it back to Harkins. Harkins uses up the dribble behind the three-point line, gets Prince out at the top. Prince will stop, fire from 3, a little bit short. Rebound Ketchum for the Patriots, 2:23 to play. Patriots 43, Rebels 34. Can't afford many empty trips on the offensive end at this point because you're running out of possessions if you're Leake. And Heritage has been pretty adept at controlling the ball, playing keep away, and draining clock. Weber thinks about the 3. Then it gets poked away, out of bounds, last touch by Harkins. Exactly 2 minutes left on the clock. Jason Morgan sends in Trey Clark. Welch will head to the bench. Leake won the district tournament, upset Simpson and at Pelahatchie last week. But this week it's been a little rough. Right side, trap comes to Adair. Good ball movement from Heritage against the trap. Ketchum left corner. Trap comes to him, and they'll get foul going on Samuel Prince. Wasn't much of a foul there. That's one on him. But I was saying, quarterfinal round, it was a 1-point win for Leake against Bio. Then the loss yesterday by just 3 against Magnolia Heights. And they trail by 10 now after the first free throw goes in for Jack Ketchum. Jack's 3 out of 5 from the line. Bonus time from here on. Second free throw missed, but offensive board by guess who? Nar. He scores it from the left side, gets fouled, and he'll try to get the three-point play. And we'll see who the foul was put on. There were about 3 Rebels around him. Goes on Trey Clark, his first. Team's 8th. So I was about to say bonus time. Shot won't go down for Nar. Rebound Prince. Jack Harkins across the timeline with just 90 seconds to play. Leake trails 46-34. Left side, Harkins. Directs Prince around to the right. Rebels going to need a shot pretty quickly here. Harkins finds Prince. Back to him. Harkins passes up the 3, tries the drive, and scores it off the square. First points for Jack Harkins makes it a 10-point game with 1:06 to play, and there's a timeout. Rebels down 46-36. Leake charged with a timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds as Leake Academy basketball continues.
Before you begin those do-it-yourself projects outside your home or business, be sure you know where your underground utilities are located. Always call before you dig. One easy phone call to 811 can protect you from injury and expense. Plus, it's the law in Mississippi. Make the call and avoid serious or fatal injury. For more electrical safety tips, contact Central Electric Power Association. Serving you since 1937. An equal opportunity provider and employer.
Baptist League Primary Care Clinic understands that pediatric care is much more than treating a sick child. Anya Jones, certified pediatric nurse practitioner, wants to keep your child healthy and active by offering a complete list of pediatric care to infants, children, and young adults. Appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Saturday appointments are available. Call 601-267-1470, option 5. Baptist League, making your health care our #1 priority.
Boswell Media Sports.
1:06 to play. Rebels down by 10. We need to talk for a second. They just are playing Barry Manilow. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that. I mean, Barry Manilow's talented and all, but Copacabana in the final minute plus of a playoff basketball game, I'm going to pass on that and say I don't ever want to hear that again in the gym. All right, Heritage. Heritage playing against full court pressure. The Rebels pressuring. They nearly throw it away. They do throw it away on the side. Luke Fisher got sped up trying to find Ketchum over on the left side and threw the pass a little bit ahead of him. And he ended up stepping on the end line trying to retrieve it. 54 seconds. The Rebels have it. Down 10. Got to get points and points quickly. Welch, Freeney to Prince left side. He leans in. Going to go in, try to dish it to Watkins. He's in trouble on the baseline. Finds Nowell, and he scores it from the right side from 4 feet away. Quick 2, 46-38. Rebels need to foul or get a steal. And they get it ahead. Luke Fisher's got the easy look at the other end as Heritage breaks the press. 48-38, 24 seconds to go. Nowell in trouble, drives. His shot won't go. Watkins can't control the rebound. It goes hard out of bounds on the end line. Now they'll say that Heritage touched it last, I think. Yeah, they will. 19 seconds remain, and it's 48-38. Right side, Welch. Catch and release three, short into the right corner. Fisher controls it for Heritage. Then they'll get Nowell for the reach-in foul. Third on Matthew Nowell, 13 seconds remain, and Heritage is going to be able to get this one down to 0 and win the consolation game against Leake. Sam Evans, Gage Bennett, Talon McCall, Lucas Thomas, Jack Harkins, full hockey line shift change for Leake. The final 13 seconds. Nobody on the free throw lane for Heritage, of course. There's no need in their eyes for the clock to stop. Luke Fisher makes the first free throw good. He's got 3 points, all here in the waning seconds. Luke Fisher was a really good football player for Heritage last 2-3 years. Good looking free thrower as well. 4 on the game, 50-38. Play out the final 10 seconds. Thomas left wing. Stop, dump it down to Evans. Evans going to turn, trying to put it off the window, left side, no good. Rebound taken by Nahr, and that'll dribble out the final couple of clicks on the clock. Heritage defeats Leake in the boys' consolation game 50-38. We'll come back after a break with the Ozark Ag postgame. Stay with us as more Leake Academy basketball comes your way from Boswell Media Sports.
You know what they say, you are what you eat. So if you eat Wendy's new Italian mozzarella chicken sandwich, you're clearly bold, like a toasted garlic knot bun. Tender, like the juicy chicken breast. Delightful and cheesy, like a fried mozzarella. So get your bold, tender, delightfully cheesy self into Wendy's and try the new Italian mozzarella chicken sandwich today. You can even skip the line when you order ahead in the Wendy's app. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Smith & Smith is the longest-standing law firm in Leake County. They're proud to support Leake Academy this year. Winning means you're willing to go longer, work harder, and give more than anyone else. Smith & Smith has worked hard for years, and it's paid off, and so will your hard work. Smith & Smith is here to help you survive criminal and family law. Smith & Smith, 207 West Water Street in Carthage, or at jestmith.law. That's jestmith.law, or call 601-267-5611. 601-267-5611.
Boswell Media Sports.
Moore's Pharmacy.
If spending days looking for top dollar for your timber has left you feeling like you're barking up the wrong tree, then I would listen closely. Welch Forest Products in Union does it better than anyone, and with the possible damage to your property. Whether it's management, forestry care, pine plantation, thinning, or site prep, the last number you'll dial is 601-774-8200. They buy land with or without timber too. Call Bo Welch now at Welch Forest Products today. 601-774-8200.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Sometimes life gets a little rough, and when it does, performance therapy is focused on highly individualized care. Owner Dan Young says no two people respond the same way to any form of treatment or intervention. No injury is the same, and no single treatment works across the board. Their therapists help people regain their physical function and mobility. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, stroke, orthopedic surgery, or you're suffering from chronic neck or back pain, they can help. Performance therapy. Philadelphia, Carthage, Canton, Brandon, Gluckstadt, McGee, Florence, Raymond, Pelahatchie, and Wiggins.
Here's the Ozark Ag postgame as we finish activity for the Rebels. 3 of 4 games in the books on the final day of the MAIS North 5A tournament. And the Rebels fall in the consolation game. Heritage defeats Leake 50-38 to get the win. The Rebels fall to 21-13 overall, and they will enter as the 4 seed from the North in next week's state basketball tournament at Greenwood. Of course, Boswell Media Sports will bring you all those games. Schedules will be out probably before we get to bed tonight, and we'll have our schedule. We'll see when the Rebels play. Quarterfinals will be either Tuesday or Wednesday for the Leake girls and the Leake boys. The girls won the consolation game, defeating Heritage 56-40. In the boys' game, it was a slow start for the Rebels. A lot of shots didn't go down early. They trailed by 7 after 1, 9 at half, and then it was Trey Nahr really taking over the game, scored 10 points early in the third quarter and extended the lead out for the Patriots, and they held Leake off to get the 50-38 victory. Nahr finishes with 16 points to lead all scorers, and he had 14 in the second half. Then Colin Adair put in 11, and Jack Ketchum 10. For Leake, it was Samuel Prince, the leading scorer, but he had only 12, so he was held about 6 points below his average. He made 2 junction threes and 3 shots from the field for 12 points. 8 for Matthew Nowell. He made 3 shots from the field, went 2 for 2 at the line for his 8. Wood Welch put in 5 off a made shot from 2 and also a junction 3. Lucas Thomas hit a junction 3 and went 2 for 2 at the line for 5 points as well. 4 for Ben Jackson off 2 made shots, and then 2 apiece for Aiden Watkins, Jack Harkins. Each of them made a 2 in the game. So it was Prince with 12, Nowell with 8, Welch and Thomas with 5, 4 for Jackson, 2 for Watkins, and Harkins for Leake. As we'll move on to the next round, and everything's still in view and still in play, but just going to have a tougher draw early in the tournament is what it's going to come down to for both League's girls and boys. We thank Gavin White for working camera and production assistance and helping me keep things straight on the court. It's great to have Billy Steen in the studio today. Production, we appreciate our producer-director, Breck Riley, and all the Boswell Media sports team. And we appreciate you watching, you listening. Hope to visit with you again just a couple of days. So we'll see you next week from Greenwood, Lord willing. And until then, this is Philip Palmertree signing off from Mendenhall, wishing you grace, peace, good afternoon, and go Rebels.